Yeah, I can always edit that before I upload it.
Ain't you recording?
Yeah,
So am I.
I don't care. Goodness, I introduce myself when I feel like introducing myself.
So you get on YouTube. Now
Anyways,
you want to be all
no,
brand
it ain't
new.
that. It ain't that. It ain't that. GMH, OMP. What up, folks? How y'all doing?
Hey, peoples.
Welcome to another episode of Get My Husband Off My Podcast. I'm your host.
I'm just here.
Oh, whatever. Now she just here. Anyways,
I'm never the host, remember?
y'all. Hope everybody had a happy Easter. First of all, I want to welcome in the YouTube viewers. How y'all doing? This is my podcast hat.
That I'm going to burn.
I do every episode in my podcast hat.
Not if I burn it, you won't.
Yeah, whatever. You touch my hat, then I got to get my new pet on you. Anyways,
Yeah, you should have brought your new pet in here so they could see him.
and over there, he'll get his own episode. He'll get clocked. Don't worry about it. It's cool. But
Whatever.
oh my gosh, like I said, welcome in
Welcome
YouTube
out
viewers,
YouTube viewership.
new YouTube viewers, old podcast listeners.
Welcome to you all.
Welcome to how we do this whole process of putting this podcast together.
It's really not a process.
It
It's
really
just a
ain't.
bunch of pushing
Just
some buttons and
push a
sit
button
down.
and plug a mic up.
Right.
But
It ain't even great. You ain't got to plug it up because it's always plugged up now.
exactly.
Sit down and push a button.
But the exciting part is actually seeing her facial expressions towards myself,
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
my spontaneousness,
This hat.
and also so you guys can actually see just the reason why we mention our relationship as much as we do is not just because we married. We are actually best friends. We really are. We really are best friends. And through all
We really not.
the good, the bad, through everything we understand about each other, that's one thing I can, count on through whatever, you know, through whatever we go through. I know I got this woman right here and she got myself as well. So
This is
anyways,
true.
I guess the big news for the week is let me side one real
Big
quick with
news.
y'all. Let me side one real quick. The past couple of episodes been kind of tough, just talking about certain things. But honestly don't want that to continue, even though it's some things that we can touch on that I may touch on honestly, but as far as that goes, we just like to keep,
Then I say you stop doing that. Stop bringing stuff up if you're not going to express to them what you're talking about.
I'm so glad I'm on YouTube right now so y'all can see y'all. Sometimes I swear to y'all, I want to get up and walk away. But anyways, y'all,
You ain't going to do that but turn around and come back.
like I said, I'm not saying I'm just turned off from the world, but certain things you pretty much have to just shut off. Like
For
certain
sure.
people, certain people you gotta just shut off, and
We
you
in the
know
process of shutting a lot of people off
you
right
gotta
now.
make that you gotta make that somewhat tough decision to basically just look at how you view your life and where your life is going to compare it to how other people are viewing their life and living their lives. And I'm not saying I I hate people or we hate people. We don't hate anybody. I don't hate nobody. It's just whatever you want out of life, just we just don't meet. So, and I'm not necessarily talking about my family. We could be talking about friends. We could just be talking.
We
Honestly,
just talking about people in
we
general.
could just be talking. So, but we just we just at a point in our lives as individuals, as parents, to just if we don't meet, like I said, if we don't meet on life's level, then hey, I'm not saying we're gonna go past you. We're just gonna go on different paths, basically. we're gonna wish you well, and
I mean, we'll still be here
we'll still be here. But
in the distance.
as far as all the reaching out and everything, sometimes you got to make those tough decisions,
I mean,
and
sometimes.
basically you want to just start carrying the weight that you can handle and not carrying everything else. So it's like I said, it's been kind of hard for us, especially past the holidays, and really trying to want to get together with friends, want to get together with family, and things just not really panning out right now. Not to say that we're not going to try again in the future, but as of right now, we just want to wish everybody well, and just like I said,
I
anyway.
think our daughter's in there.
I don't know what our daughters are doing. Our son just popped up like the Undertaker and just started talking to his big brother, but his big brother's asleep. But anyways, y'all,
Just see us get up and run out. That's why.
if this video lasts for days and days until my phone battery run out, that means we just gotta walk the hell out the house. But anyways, y'all. But anyways, guys, like I said, we're just not speaking on our personal life. It's just how you assess yourself in your own life, in your own situations. If you got people around you that's not really putting in positivity, just move accordingly, move away from them. Get them from around you. But
just surround yourself with like-minded individuals.
Exactly. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals.
That want to see you grow.
Exactly. They want to see you flourish, and you want to see them flourish as well.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, I guess the big news, pretty much probably what we're gonna most of this podcast is gonna be about Avengers coming out this week. And
don't say that. I'm still a couple of movies behind.
And it's been built up for the past 11
to 12 years.
11 to 12 years. They've been building up for this final movie, and even though a lot of people feel that just because they read the comic books, they know the outcome, but just like so many other movies or books that were adapted to movies, you do not know what's coming. Like my wife can tell you from everything from 50 Shades to
Twilight.
Hunger Games. Right, they can take something out. They can take major parts out.
They have to change it to fit people's interest in watching it. Reading it and watching it are two different things. So that's all they do. So these people are going to be a little disappointed when they get there and see that it's not exactly like the comic books.
I ain't saying nobody gonna be disappointed, but it's just
they are.
How you know? You saying it?
No, I'm just saying.
How you know?
Because they've been disappointed with the other ones. It's not like the comic book. You can't tell me you ain't never seen it or never read that somewhere. That some movie wasn't like the comic book.
Never seen it. You ever read a comic book?
No.
All right then.
I read real people books.
All right then. So how you know? All right
then. Did I say I know?
You don't.
But I have read it.
You don't. You don't know. You don't know. So you don't know. You don't know what the Russo brothers got under their sleeve.
I'm not saying it's gonna be bad because
But you saying people are gonna be disappointed. I'm
not saying people are going to be disappointed in the movie, but those diehard.
What the hell else can they be disappointed in?
Those diehard comic book fans are going to be upset if it's not like the way the comic book has it.
I honestly would feel that if it's like something I already read, I'm not gonna go into this movie wanting any surprises. I honestly want a surprise, and there's plenty of surprises in this film.
How you know? Have you seen it?
I've read so much, seen
but that don't mean nothing.
So many movies.
Because even the actors in the movie said they don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly, because not everybody gets the full script. They just get their parts. So everyone is gonna be surprised from this.
I'm gonna be real.
Being that it's
I'm a couple movies behind.
Close to 1 billion in tickets sold, I want to say.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna possibly blow opening weekend, whatever the record is.
It come out Friday, right?
I think so. Yeah, it come out this Friday. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's already gonna do that.
Regardless of the speculation of who everybody thinks is gonna die or what the changes are they gonna actually kill Thanos? What's gonna happen? But
so who you think on that?
I honestly want to be surprised. So
That's not what I asked you. I asked you who you think gonna die.
who I think I who I think Captain America,
You can't kill a cat. He like 180 years old.
but he's not immortal, so he's not 180.
I was just.
He's not immortal, so he can Iron Man's not immortal, so you mean so
I know Iron Man. Like, he's a real person.
right, so it's Captain America. They're
All of them are real
all of them
people.
are real people. So I mean, it's just if you paid attention to it, obviously Chris Evans' character may pass away because he didn't sign on for any more movies. So
But I thought they wasn't doing no more movies, like Avengers movies.
they could, there's other stories. There are more Avengers. There's other teams. So there's other stories they can tell, especially with the acquisition of Fox and Disney and all this other stuff they're merging with the MCU. So they can tell so many different stories. So
So I'm basically gonna be a lot of movies behind.
I mean, not necessarily, not necessarily. Honestly,
If
not,
I had
not
my
gonna be a lot
purse,
of
I'd
movies.
show y'all the list of the movies that I haven't seen.
You won't be a lot of movies behind, but
I'm at least like 7.
if there's stories I wish they would tell,
Like,
um, I would love to see Planet Hulk or World War Hulk. Only because I'm a Hulk fan, honestly. I would love to see that, or I would honestly love to see them continue the story of Logan because I love the Logan movie.
wait, I thought he passed away.
Yeah, they brought him back. He's back already.
Sorry.
But
If you ain't seen it, I'm sorry.
I would love to see more of Luke Cage, but possibly won't. I mean, more of the Punisher, more of Daredevil. That's all because I love the Netflix series, but just more of in-depth look instead of just throwing all these characters in and I love him, I love him, I love her, and just meshing them all together. Like um, Black Widow's movie is supposed to be coming out next year, so
I thought they haven't officially
I
announced it.
honestly think they're a little too late with that one. I would love to see her story like
I don't think they're a little
years
late.
ago. I mean, I don't know. I just like that character, so I just feel that they should have told the story
It
already.
can go back. They can do like it'll start up wherever Endgame Linda will let
They can
them
do
stop,
a
and then
backstory.
it'll go back,
Right.
like her remembering everything that led her to this point.
I
That'll
think
work. So if y'all use the idea,
they've
I
told
need something for that.
they've told Cap's story, Iron Man's story. They've told Thor's story. We all know Hulk's story. Told Spider-Man's story. They're gonna tell Loki's story with the show that's upcoming on Disney's streaming service, and I believe
What is Disney streaming service?
I think it's
Disney Extreme or
Disney.
Disney something?
I thought it was Disney Plus.
Uh-uh.
I may be wrong though.
I may be
I may be
wrong
wrong.
too. So.
But Loki's getting a story, I believe. Come on.
Wait, I thought
come on,
Loki
come on,
died.
play with me. Well, yeah, but no. So,
Okay.
but gosh, darn it, Vision.
That dude
And
with the that had the crystal
darn
in his
it,
head, right?
yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't. I'm honestly lost with names, but yeah, everybody's excited for it.
They should be. I just hope it don't be like big letdown that somebody.
I honestly don't think it'll be a letdown because with that movie,
I'm still waiting to see how they're gonna bring everybody back.
you're gonna love a lot of it. You're gonna hate a lot of it. You're gonna, like the critics have said, you're gonna go through your range of emotions. So, anyways, I can't wait. Most have already seen it, but
Captain Marvel.
they've been sworn to secrecy on it. So, Easter just passed, and I was the Easter Bunny. Played the Easter Bunny at work, and this is like my 4th or 5th time actually donning a full Easter suit and all of that stuff, and
It was fun.
it was.
We should post pictures.
I have posted pictures.
I mean, on
Post pictures on what?
I mean,
the hell
like,
else
see
can you
this
post
picture right
pictures
here?
on?
We should change it to you in the Easter Bunny suit for this episode. I
Anyway,
can't think. Oh, thumbnail. That's what it is.
yeah, I don't know what she talking about. Anyways, guys, the previous times I've done it, this last time I've done it, I've scared like grown men. I've seen grown men like cry in front of me, like I stand in front of them with an Easter Bunny, big 6 foot, 220 pound Easter Bunny standing in front of you, and you just
That
they
is a big
freeze,
Easter bunny.
and they, the reaction of these grown men is like, oh no, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. But this particular time, I had one man cry. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had one man cry. But this particular time, I had a hula hoop, and granted, I was in this suit for 5 hours. I was sweating my ass off. I was honestly ready to stop. But anyway, I made the promise to my job. I wish I was at church with my wife.
Oh, that was interesting.
And but I wasn't. But I wasn't. I was at work because due to prior obligations having to do with that work. And I had a hula hoop, and I'm walking through. I'm walking through my job at a grocery store, and so many families came into the store, and so many men wanted to take a picture for their children. So I'm posing with their kids, and I give the man the hula hoop. I didn't give it to the women. I gave it to the men. So I gave this one guy the hula hoop, and he looked at me, and he was like, "You want me to hula hoop?" I said, "Yeah." So after he grabbed the hula hoop, he tried to do it, and honestly, nobody really knows how to hula hoop anymore. I find out that was kind of funny to me. So when I grabbed it as the rabbit, I'm shaking my ass and stuff like that, and
Language.
the shut up, and the pure joy and jubilation that I see from these people. And all the people that ran up and gave me hugs. I got a letter from a little girl,
That was sweet.
a mother and a daughter. Really, really embraced me, said they love the Easter Bunny and stuff like that. And I'm not really telling you guys this just to sit up and talk about how, oh my God, I was an Easter Bunny, because there's plenty of people who don the suit. But I was just saying the connection, like so many different people, different walks of life, all had that same expression. They were genuinely happy. And I'm looking at these people and I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, I know this can work. I know just being a good person can work. I know it can. But so many people take this, that, and they don't know how to open up. They don't know how to, this is all they see. So when they walk towards you, when you meet someone, when you say, hi, how you doing? The first thing they do is look at you, and I guess they scan you. Do I want to speak to this black man, or do I want to speak to this white man, or this, this whatever nationality you are? And then, because me, myself, a lot of people say, Harrison, why do you talk? Why do you speak to everybody you meet? It's because I honestly want to spread however much positivity I can just to help change the world. Honestly, I'm still one of those dreamers, guys.
I mean, but you're supposed to speak to everybody you
I'm
come
still
in
one of those
contact with.
dreamers. But me, and I only say all of this to say, I've spoken to those same people. Only this time I wasn't in a bunny suit. I've spoken to those same people I see at my job all the time, and they walk right past me. But now that I'm in this big ass bunny costume, they running up giving me hugs, and kids are running up giving me letters, and they've running up wanting to take pictures and stuff like that. Not to say that you should run up and hug and give letters to, and want to take pictures with everybody that just say hi to you, but just speak. It's simple as saying hi. And I honestly saw one of the gentlemen today, and I wanted to walk up to him and say, pull him aside and say, look, I spoke to your entire, I was the Easter Bunny, and I tried to embrace your entire family and stuff like that, and you were real happy and stuff like that. Oh my God, let's take a picture. But when I speak to you and I'm not in the Easter Bunny and I'm just the same old worker walking through the store, you look at me like I'm dirt, and you treat me like such too.
I
So
think you should have said something.
I honestly didn't. I spoke to him. He looked at me, went on about his business, and
I
just
think
carried
we
and
need
just
to
carried
start
on.
calling people on these things.
True, we do really need to start calling people on these things. We really do. We really do.
Because that's the only way you're going to at
Exactly.
least start a change.
Exactly.
Is if you make people aware of the things that they're doing and how it makes other people feel.
Right. I'm not saying I was feeling bad, but it's just
I mean, but in a way you was, because
true. Because I
you
honestly,
human.
I'm honestly tired of waking up in the morning hearing bad news. I'm honestly tired of getting phone calls about bad news and
Turning on Facebook. And
turning on whatever, and hearing bad news, And it just brings us down because we don't, we're not the only ones that's married. We're not the only one that has children. I don't want my children growing up in a world full of hatred and prejudice and things of that nature and all this indifference because that's what our parents grew up in.
I mean, it's not as bad, but it's not as good as it should be. But
I mean, it's getting better, but when you're in certain circles and certain walks of life, people always say that no, it's not. It's not getting better. It's not getting better for this nationality, that religion, that race, that culture, those people, that society. Somebody always has something to say because when 3 or 4 people say, yes, it is, we're finally seeing change, and then something else happens.
But we are seeing some change.
Church gets bombed.
It's not going to be
a hate crime or something like that.
But it's not going to be a all out change, racism gone. It takes time. It's going to take time for people to.
I mean, I hope I'm honestly here for that change.
You and me both.
And when we can finally see one another, and when children can stop realizing the hatred and the power in words.
But I don't think kids don't see hatred.
No. I didn't mean to say that. I mean they can finally know that the words that they say can really, really harm a person.
That's
like
with all the
children that we see that take their life because of something that was said on social media or something that was said at school and how angry they get. I mean, we can attest to that because the way our son was acting today, it's like he's just like myself. He really wants to be there for everybody. And we had a video sent to us. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago, where they had this little girl's birthday party at my son's school, and I believe the teacher or the girl's mother, was it a girl's mother?
I think it was a teacher.
The teacher,
she
smashed the cake in the girl's face.
It was a joke. It wasn't a mean thing.
True, it wasn't
like
a mean
it was just a little bit of cake.
Right.
But
our son was the only child out of a classroom of at least 20, 30 kids get up and cleaned her face off while he was singing happy birthday to her. Yeah. Fast forward to right now, he's trying to fight the entire school just because kids were talking about him. They were joking about him. And he came home, and to hear him cry, it broke our heart to hear him cry like that. He was like, why is this happening? Why am I being talked about? Well, like I said, just 2 weeks ago, it was completely different, but now it just changes so fast. You were true enough. Kids are going to be kids, but it starts with us. It starts with us. It continues with the teachers, with everybody you come across in life, whether they're in a big-ass sombrero, a bunny costume, or you just see me walking down the street. Whoever you come across in life, be a genuine person. As simple as that. Be a genuine person regardless if you feel threatened or not. Like, me and my sons were walking to our kids' school a couple of weeks ago because we had the celebration for the basketball team. And we had balloons. And we didn't have balloons, did we have? And we had cake and flowers.
Flowers,
we were walking with a cake and like 7 or 8 bouquets of flowers because I was giving the girls flowers. So many people were honking their horns saying, "Oh, this is a great thing, you guys, whoever you giving those to, gonna be happy." When we were walking past this woman, she actually said a prayer right before she passed us. Like, she stopped, kind of huddled, said a prayer, and me and my 2 sons spoke to her. She didn't say anything, and once we passed us, she looked to make sure we were kind of far away from her to walk so she could continue walking. But anyways, that kind of got to me that she felt the need to basically, I'm going to try to protect myself from these, man. I don't want to, I'm trying to run and hide. I wish I could go to the other side of the street from these 3 black men walking down the street. And honestly, that hurt me. It really did. It really did make me feel like, oh my gosh, we were in the same neighborhood. We live in the same neighborhood, and you feel the need that you can't even just like say hey and our highs and how you doing, ma'am, didn't break that. Like, didn't didn't break that ice if you just only seeing us as one thing instead of hearing us, seeing us embrace you. You only see us as one thing. Like you see everybody as one thing. You basically living your life with your eyes closed. You're not opening up to see the world trying to change. You're still in that hole like everybody's gonna hurt me, everybody's gonna harm me, everybody has bad intentions, everybody's a thug, everybody's a gangster, everybody's a criminal. When it's not even like that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that there haven't been times when I've walked, but it's not like me being prejudiced or anything, or me just. It's just me being aware of my surroundings. Like I'm gonna always, if I feel like there's somebody behind me, yeah, I'm gonna look just to make sure. You're not trying to run up on me, but I don't know what she thought y'all was gonna do to her with some cake and some flowers, cause.
I don't know, but
But
I can't I can't go outside. I can't live my life. If I go out there and I live my life like that, am I really living?
I'm not saying I'm living my life being
I'm
scared.
not talking about you. I'm just saying, am I really living if I got to go out there and try to protect myself? If I got to make sure, like my mother won't go outside past the street lights come on. She got to have her ass back out.
Hey, your mom leave for work at 8 o'clock at night.
She leave for work at 8 o'clock at night, yes, but when she's not at work, she's not out at night.
No, she not.
She got to rush
I
home.
don't know why does she leave for work so early. I remember we didn't answer that.
Like she leaves work early while it's still dark. I mean, while it's still light. I'm sorry. And I always tell them like, Mama, just, we gotta walk in faith, not in sight. They say that in the Bible, So
That's true.
you walk by faith.
I mean, but a lot of people are just looking at everything.
And I'm not saying she's not or these people aren't, but it's just don't be afraid of everything because you're not really getting the full experience of life by thinking everybody is out to get you.
And I mean, you never know. The person that you are afraid of could be the person that may change your life.
True, you never know who you meet in life. I'm not saying always go out there and just be happy and hey, how you doing? How you doing? Don't be like that.
But
just,
you should always be
just
ready
just
and
have
willing
a
to
heart.
embrace people.
Just have a heart, because it's just saying hi. You're not inviting them to your house. You're not going out with them. Just simple. Hey, how you doing? You never know.
Right.
You never know what you can change.
Or at least just speak back if somebody's speak to you, because I really hate that. If I speak to you, don't just look at me like I'm crazy, because then it's gonna give me an attitude.
Because we've been out with the kids and that happens. And that causes another problem when our children speak to someone and they look at the kids, and that means we ready to fight.
Right, like I've been ready to fight police officers because my kids, they wave at all police officers, and they just don't wave, don't do nothing. I'm ready to fight you. You see these kids trying to acknowledge you.
You a cop. You supposed to speak to kids. You're supposed to let them know.
Don't be stupid like that.
All right. So what we about to do right now, we're about to pause this so we can start again. Go ahead, stop it. Because we gotta why you pushed the button like
Because
that?
it wasn't working. Shut up.
So YouTube, you guys get to actually see.
Y'all see more than
You see
what
more
they
than when we
get to
get
hear
on the podcast. Push the button, Mary.
I gotta wait till it finish uploading.
There you go. There you go. All right, there you go.
Shut up.
So anyway.
Keep talking. You still on YouTube.
You was talking. All right, so there we go. We back, y'all. Sorry about that. It takes about a good 5 seconds for us to restart the podcast for the listeners.
We gonna figure out.
To the viewers, we can actually edit it. I mean, it's not like we can't. But
yeah, but when he edited nothing.
No, I'm just saying that we can actually edit it if we need to. But anyways, like we said, just be a good person, y'all. It ain't hard. It's not hard to be a good person. It really isn't. And I'm not saying you got to go out there and be nice and walk around with candy and all that stuff.
Nice.
Just be a good
walking
person.
Walking around with candy
real.
is not being. I mean, it ain't necessarily being nice.
That's creepy as hell. You got somebody walking around with a bowl full of candy.
Because I really hate when people. You want some candy? No, I'm like 30 years old. Why are you trying to give me candy?
It's usually a piece of damn butterscotch.
Right.
Or peppermint.
Or peppermint. They got her on it or something.
Man, I'm not.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Don't
You
give
know
me you
what? Y'all
can't
know what being
around.
old people purses. Anyway,
She wrong as hell and shit.
I'm
Anyway.
not wrong.
Anyways, y'all.
Oh,
Oh man, wait a minute. Oh, gosh darn it. And it just left me just that quick. As soon as I had that thought, it left me so fast.
see, y'all see what I
Oh
did
my
with?
goodness.
He'll do it.
Oh
He'll
my
call me and
gosh,
be like
that
that.
thought, that thought
He's
just
like,
left me
dang,
just
I
that
have something to
fast.
tell you.
Um,
It left you again. See, I'm not gonna play with you today. What is wrong with
oh
you?
my gosh, man, I honestly had something to say. I just forgot. Okay. Gosh,
Stop it!
darn it! What was that?
I don't know, but go on to the next thing. It'll come back to you.
No, it won't come back to me
Yes, it
because
will.
I got that too.
It might come back to him after we finish recording, so it'll be on the next podcast if y'all wondering.
NFL draft is tomorrow. I honestly want to do this podcast live during the draft, but
You can do one tomorrow live
the
during the
Birds,
draft.
Birds got a third, a fourth, a fifth, and 2 7th round picks. So I don't even know why I'm watching the draft tomorrow because they ain't got a.
When you say
What?
third, fourth, and fifth, you mean third round, fourth round, and fifth round?
Yeah.
Or number 3, number 4, number 5?
No, third, fourth, fifth round, 2 7th.
That ain't gonna come on until like
It ain't gonna come until Friday.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday be that day. Unless they trade up, which I
I
doubt.
have
but
no
they
idea
could.
about what's going on in the draft.
Anyways,
I don't know who in the draft.
yeah, this kind of been an off year for me during my
I'm just saying.
prospects and stuff like that, trying to see who goes where. Because honestly, I can honestly say I didn't watch a college football game last season. And
I don't think I'm.
but anyways, the only reason why I brought up the draft was because
Excuse me.
just thinking back to all of those years that I sat up and watched it and did all the research and all of this stuff, I was never right. Never. I never got one damn draft pick right for the Birds.
Never right at all. Or
Never
just
right
never
at
right.
all. I never got a single draft pick correct. I was always wrong.
But does that mean you was wrong because they
But
was
you
wrong
know,
in who they picked?
A
Or
lot of the times, a lot of the players didn't pan out. So, who knows? Anyways, I wish everybody good luck. Your life's about to change tomorrow, guys.
don't make them
Just honestly
stupid decisions.
make the best decisions for yourself, for your family, for your teammates, and for your new city and stuff like that. And be careful out there. Honestly, that's my whole.
And don't forget to just have fun. I know it's a job, but keep having
have
fun.
Have fun. Don't have too much fun. NFL.
Yeah.
NFL on that ass, but just because I'm so sick. It hasn't been that many players really getting in trouble for real
That's because they learned.
as recently. That is true. It hasn't been that many players getting in trouble as often.
Look, I'm gonna keep
that's
my
true.
job.
There you go. Well, that's good. You heard of your occasional ones, but all in all, everybody's been they had their head on their shoulders pretty much. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Always good.
Right, it sure is. It sure is. Listening to a couple of new albums. I got what?
I said I'm not.
Oh, I got Rim's new album. He signed to Ruck Down Records.
Who?
If you shut up.
But I'm saying,
If
are
you
you
shut
saying
up.
Ram?
If you shut up.
Go ahead.
I got Rim's new album. He signed to Ruck Down Records. A protege of Sean Price. What up, P? S&P. Protege is his last album, Dead on Arrival, was amazing to me. This album here as well, just good. Keep It Real. I need to go check that out for real. You really do. Picked up Conway's latest offering. I can't call it an album because it's not an album. I'm still waiting on his. Everyone is Food Volume 3. Another good track if you listen to If you listen to the music from the Griselda camp, you'd enjoy that one. You really would. I'm waiting on Davies' latest offering as well. I can't call that an album too because he hasn't really said it's an album. It's called
So
Survival.
if it's not an album, what is it?
It's a mixtape, something like that.
Why can't you count mixtapes as album?
I mean, I do now because
Because
of
that's
the
how
way
everybody ever come out with it.
streaming is now. Everything counts now. So can't wait on Davies' latest. It's called Survival. I don't know when he's dropping it. He hasn't came out and said when he's dropping it. So be on the lookout for those. But other than that, and waiting on Avengers and stuff, we really haven't been up to anything. Just trying to still get situated in the house
Yeah.
and everything like this. The kids fine. Kids fine.
They always fine.
Right, they
They
fine,
don't care as long as they
but
got
it's just
food and
exactly,
electricity.
and the internet.
Oh,
Gosh,
they
y'all
ain't
know
got
how
the
that is.
internet.
Cause I was playing Madden early, and Tip was in here playing Fortnite, and I knew it was about to kick me because it's been raining. So when it rains, it messes up a little bit. I was playing a game and it actually kicked me off, but right before it did, I heard that was Christians falling on the floor, and I'm like, what just happened? Daddy got kicked. I got kicked.
That boy,
And
be
that
acting like
boy,
his
he's
whole
like his life
be over. He
is
didn't
over.
move. Look, if we could pan the camera around, he done moved the TV.
Yeah. But anyways, y'all,
Angry.
that's pretty much all we've been up to. And I actually like this YouTube thing. I really do.
I'm good on it for right now.
What you mean for right now? I'm gonna have to get a wider camera too, because there we go. Now you can see the full circumference of my podcast head.
And now y'all see why I want to burn.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, buddy, I need to get a new one.
No, you don't.
I had a shamrock.
What?
I had a shamrock one that was real big. I got it a couple of I was scared to say Leprechaun Day, couple of St. Patty's days, St. Patty's, a couple of years ago, St. Patrick's Day. I had a real big green one that I think my kids destroyed.
Nah, it was the dog.
Oh, my dogs. Anyways, y'all. But like I said, other than that, we ain't been doing nothing.
Ain't nothing to do.
Really ain't nothing to do. This podcast ain't gonna be as long because I don't want to bore nobody.
Wait. I got something I want to talk about that. I mean, you can keep talking till I find it. I said keep talking until I find it.
Go ahead.
I'm looking for the picture.
Because quite honestly, you could have had this already up. You honestly could have had this
I didn't
up.
think you was going to try to end it this
You
soon.
could have had this already up. You really could
It
have.
ain't even been 40 minutes yet.
It's not the fact that it's at 40 minutes. It's the fact that my phone is at 4%.
Oh, well, we can do it on next podcast.
No, go right ahead.
No,
go ahead.
it's
No. You wasting time, sir?
I'm not wasting time.
Yes, you are.
Your phone is about to die, and we good on this, but we could do it on the next podcast.
Go ahead.
I just said we can do it.
Go ahead. You're wasting time, man.
Just close it. See, this is what I have to do. Okay, so.
Have to deal with. Go on.
So, I'm going to start a new segment. It's going to be called HBCU Confessions. I'm going to read the confession.
No, wait a minute. You can't do that.
I can't do what?
You can't call it HBCU Confessions.
Okay, I'll change
Partly because that's already a name for it.
Okay, it's going to have to deal with that.
Exactly.
What the heck happened? It's going to have to deal with the HBCU Confessions. Okay, so I'm going to read them.
Did you lose the last one?
No, it's on there. It just closed itself out. I'm going to read them and we going to come.
Why did it close itself out?
I don't know. Something ain't working right. Your phone finna die. We gonna do this on the next podcast. I don't know why I just did that. Sorry, y'all.
This is for the listeners. The viewers is good. Y'all good. This is for the listeners.
We just got cut off for some reason, but we back and I don't understand what happened, but we'll figure it out.
Anyways, while we do that, you guys enjoy yourself.
Have a good evening.
GMH, O&P.
Bye,
Have a
people.
good morning too. You know, do what you do.